The book of Exodus tells the story of the Israelites' escape from slavery in Egypt. This dramatic narrative describes how they were led by Moses to a mountain named Sinai. It was here at Mount Sinai that Moses received the Ten Commandments from God. This event marked a pivotal moment in the history of the Israelites. It was when they entered into a covenant with God and received the laws that would shape their society. Mount Sinai holds immense religious significance for Jews and Christians alike. It is revered as the place where God's presence descended upon earth. Jewish tradition associates Mount Sinai with Jebel Musa, a mountain located in the southern Sinai Peninsula. To this day, Jebel Musa remains a popular pilgrimage site. Every year, people of faith make the journey to its peak. They hope to connect with the divine presence that is said to linger there. The monastery of St. Catherine, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, sits at the foot of Jebel Musa, adding to the rich cultural and religious tapestry of the region. Interestingly, the Bible also refers to a mountain called Horeb. This mountain is often used interchangeably with Sinai. Both names appear in accounts of Moses' encounters with God. This has led to some debate among scholars about whether Sinai and Horeb are two distinct mountains or simply different names for the same sacred place. Some scholars believe that Horeb refers to a wider mountainous region. They suggest that Sinai is a specific mountain within this region. Others argue that the names were used interchangeably by different biblical authors or traditions. Despite the debate, the distinction between the two names is not always clear in the Bible. The interchangeable use of Sinai and Horeb adds an intriguing layer to the biblical narrative. It highlights the fluidity of oral tradition and the complexities of interpreting ancient texts. Whether distinct peaks or different names for the same sacred mountain, both Sinai and Horeb are revered as places where God revealed himself to his people. Mount Horeb is also significant in the story of the prophet Elijah. After fleeing from the wrath of Queen Jezebel, Elijah sought refuge in a cave on Mount Horeb. It was there that God appeared to him, not in a mighty wind or earthquake, but in a still, small voice. This encounter on Mount Horeb teaches us that God's presence is not always found in dramatic displays of power. Sometimes it reveals itself in the quiet moments of contemplation and reflection. Elijah's experience on Mount Horeb emphasizes the mountain's significance as a place of divine revelation. Just as Moses received the Ten Commandments on Mount Sinai, Elijah received guidance and reassurance from God on Mount Horeb. These stories remind us that mountains, often seen as places of solitude and connection with the divine, hold a special place in biblical narratives. Despite the immense religious and cultural importance of Mount Sinai and Mount Horeb, their exact location remains a subject of debate. While Jebel Musa is traditionally associated with Mount Sinai, some scholars and archaeologists propose alternative locations in the Sinai Peninsula or even in Saudi Arabia. The lack of conclusive archaeological evidence and the complexities of interpreting ancient texts contribute to the ongoing mystery surrounding the mountain's whereabouts. However, the search for these sacred sites continues to fascinate explorers, archaeologists, and people of faith alike. Regardless of their precise location, Mount Sinai and Mount Horeb remain powerful symbols of divine revelation and the enduring relationship between God and humanity. These mountains stand as testaments to the transformative power of encountering the divine and the profound impact such experiences have on individuals and communities alike.